Ashley? How could you do that? The one most important thing in my life, and you use it to trick me.
Well, this is just wonderful. I really appreciate the trust you have in me, Justin. All Miss Rena has to do is come marching in here and tell you some story, and you accept it as gospel? That makes me feel real good.
You haven't denied anything.
Well, accuse me, Justin. Go ahead.
Are you pregnant?
Yes, I am. I didn't figure you'd believe me. So I brought the test reports and the medical reports with me.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Please, Ashley, forgive me. Please.
Not a chance.
Elliot.
What is it, Paige?
What if it were Dennis?
Don't even think such a thing.
No, but Elliot, you know how unpredictable
Paige,
he's
that was
been...
before he started seeing the psychiatrist. Now, he's past all that now.
But I...
Paige, no. Dennis simply wouldn't do a thing like this. If you ask me, it sounds like the work of Peter Parnell.
You photograph very well, Paige.
Steve, don't put those chairs in the center. Move them on over to the side.
I thought Ryan said I was in charge.
Well, you are. But we have to leave more room in the center for an aisle.
Hey, I thought we hired caterers to handle this affair.
Oh, well, we did. They'll be here in half an hour.
Looks to me like there's not going to be much left for them to do.
Well, if you want something done right, I've always said you have to do it yourself.
Well, I don't want you getting tired before the ceremony.
Oh, Ryan, the tent is just lovely. And you couldn't ask for better weather.
Hey there, you're looking pretty fit for a steer that's about to get branded.
Hey, buddy!
I brought the tablecloth. Jenny wanted to bring it, but I wouldn't let her. I wished her all the happiness in the world. I want to wish you the same.
Thank you, Lurleen.
Well, it looks as if it's finally going to happen. You know, I was about to think you and Ginny never were going to get married.
Well, I was beginning to think that, too.
Oh, I'm so glad you are. You know, I've never seen Ginny look so happy.
Hello, Jenny.
What are you doing here?
I want you to call off the wedding.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
Put me down! What are you doing?
You and I are going to talk.
Oh, no, we're not. I've had enough talk from you today. Open up that door, please.
I told you, Ashley, I told you I was sorry.
Sorry? Until when? Until the next time that Miss Rena comes in here with some kind of story about me?
I don't know why I believed her.
I do. Because you trust her and you don't trust me. You don't love me.
How can you say that?
Oh, yeah, you want a child. And you think I'll make a fine mother, but that's as far as it goes.
That's not true. You know how much I love you.
Well, you tell me that from time to time. And from time to time, I even believe you. Maybe even sometimes it's true. I don't know. But it's not enough. You couldn't have Rena, so you married me and had a baby instead.
No.
Justin, please, for once in your life, be honest with me and with yourself.
All right. I won't deny I want the child. I want a son, an heir. It's very important to me. But so are you very important to me.
Not in the same way Rena is.
Would you forget about Rena?
Oh, God, I wish I could. But I can't. She's a part of our lives, Justin, and we're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to deal with the fact that you have feelings for her and that she's out to destroy you.
I don't have any feelings for Rena. She can't destroy me, so we don't have to deal with her.
Do you want to file for the divorce, or shall I? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend my whole life trying to compete with Rena for your affection. After the baby's born, we'll talk about visiting rights.
Ashley? I need you. I need our child. I don't want Rena. You have to believe that. I love you. I want to care for you for the rest of your life. I promise I'll do my best to make you happy.
Oh, please.
Just doesn't make any sense.
With a man like Parnell, does it have to make sense?
Yes, it does. Peter's done some terrible things, but he always had a reason.
Oh, I don't know about that. Bringing Jack Brent to the top of the World Club to embarrass you, there was nothing reasonable about that.
There was, don't you see? Peter's whole purpose in doing that was to separate us. He thought you would be so disgusted by my past that you'd run out on me, and he wanted me. And that was his way of dealing with it. But this is different. I mean, what could he possibly have to gain by sticking those photos underneath my door?
That's a question only Parnell can answer, if he's the one who put them there.
Maybe I should talk to him.
You really want to do that?
No. But I have to find out who's responsible.
Well, what if Parnell refuses to see you?
Then I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, there's something I can do.
What?
I'll call the district attorney and see if the film and the photographs are still in his possession. If they've been stolen, that might give us some sort of lead.
Elliot, I'm sorry I thought of Dennis. I'm sure now that the divorce is final that he wants to put the past behind him as much as I do.
I agree. But I think I'll have a little talk with Dennis anyway. Just to be sure.
I read about your wedding in the Chronicle last night. I have all the Houston papers sent to me in Colorado. Grandma usually calls and keeps me posted on all the news around here. She never mentioned the wedding. Why is that, Ginny?
Because I asked her not to.
Why?
Because it's none of your business.
Of course it's my business. I love you. You're my wife.
I am not your wife! Not anymore, Barrett. Our life together is over. It has been for a very long time. Now try to accept that. Just go back to Colorado.
I'm not leaving.
You're not welcome here.
Of course I'm welcome. This is my home. Our home. Yours and mine and Steve's.
You sold out your shares of the ranch to Justin, remember? So he could drill for oil.
Justin promised me that he'd run Ryan out of town. He promised me that I could have you back.
Well, you're a fool to believe Justin because he couldn't keep that promise.
Ginny.
Barrett, if you've come here to upset me, you certainly have succeeded. Would you please leave now?
I'm not going to allow this wedding to take place. I didn't live through 5 long years of hell to have my wife and son stolen away by Ryan Connor. Now, he'd poison your mind against me.
You are the one who destroyed our love, not Ryan. I did everything in my power to make this marriage work, and you teared it apart bit by bit. There is no way that I'm ever going to love you again. Please. Please don't make me hate you.
You do hate me, don't you?
No.
You won't let me see my son.
I want Stephen to be a part of your life, just the way you're a part of his. But you're not ready yet. Steve is too young to understand your moods and your anger. You'll only destroy his love, Barrett, and I won't let that happen. Not to you or to Stephen.
Steve is all I have left.
Then go back to Colorado and get the help you need. Then you can hold on to him.
I'm on my way. Hello, Miss Rena. Ashley, I'm in a rush. I told Jenny that I would meet her at the ranch at 2.
Well, your little stunt almost worked. Almost, but not quite.
How did you ever get a reputable doctor to say you were pregnant? You weren't pregnant, Ashley.
I am pregnant. Surprised?
Iris will be.
I'm sure she will be.
So have you and Justin kissed and made up for now?
That's right. And I want you to leave us alone.
Oh, my. Motherhood brings out the tiger in you, doesn't it?
Well, I learned a valuable lesson today from you and Iris Wheeler. Never trust anybody.
I told you that long ago. Don't trust Justin.
That's right, you did. But I love him, and I intend to keep him.
Well, you're welcome to have him until I give him what he deserves. But you may not want him by then.
Give up, Rena.
Never.
There's no way you can win. So why don't you just save yourself the trouble?
You got lucky this time, Ashley, but your luck won't hold up forever. In fact, I think Justin is running out of luck already. He doesn't have the mineral rights to the ranch. He isn't president of World Oil any longer. And after I have my little talk with Iris, he won't even be with the company. So I sure hope you've been saving your little pennies, sweetheart, for a rainy day, because you're going to run smack in the middle of a hurricane. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a helicopter waiting.
I intend to ride out the storm, Rena.
Don't plan on Justin riding it out with you.
I think he will. But if he doesn't, at least I'll have a child.
Surprise.
I wasn't sure you'd see me.
Why not? You're a lot more attractive than that sour little lawyer I've been looking at for the past several days.
Peter, I'm sorry about the way everything's turned out.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
I find that very comforting. Especially since you're probably the reason I'm in here. I take it was Elena Decker who brought you Joe's confession.
Yes. So what happens to Joe Foster now?
I don't know, Paige. And as the line goes, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
How did it happen, Peter? How did you get involved in selling drugs?
Surely you know the answer to that one. Money. A great deal of money. Jim Lawrence promised to make me a millionaire within a year. After all the francs and beans that you and I had shared out on the coast, I couldn't bring myself to say no.
You didn't think about all the people who could get hurt?
Well, you don't expect me to shed a lot of tears over Chris Shaw and Bernie Stokes. They were a couple of two-bit hustlers. They got what they deserved.
Bernie hadn't tried to grab the money and run, none of us would be in this mess.
But Chris, Peter. You knew Chris. Chris was your friend.
Chris was nobody's friend, Paige. You don't know that better than anybody else. Chris is nothing but a greedy little shark who was trying to play both ends against the middle. He got caught in the squeeze.
Paper says you killed Bernie Stokes.
That's right.
Everyone thought it was Joe Foster who'd killed him.
Well, that's what I wanted him to think. What's the matter? You a little squeamish?
I just thought I knew you.
Well, I guess you didn't.
How can you stand there and talk about killing someone?
Oh, come on, Paige. Now, don't get righteous with me. I've known you far too long for that. And surely you didn't come in here expecting me to find me writhing about on the floor, consumed with guilt.
I don't really know what I expected. I just...
What are you doing here? I mean, I'm not so foolish as to think that this is an errand of mercy on your part.
No, actually, I did come to ask you a question.
What question?
Well, I'm opening a fashion boutique at the Galleria. And I was there this morning. Someone slipped an envelope full of photographs underneath my door.
What sort of photographs?
Publicity stills. From the film that I made with Chris.
More from your little venture into the world of pornographic films, huh?
Are you responsible for that little delivery, Peter?
No, Paige, I'm not. But I can tell you who is.
Ryan Connor will turn Steve against me.
Ryan knows how much Steve loves you, how important you are to him. Ryan's not interested in taking your place. All he wants to do is make Stephen happy.
Does Ryan make you happy?
Yes, he does.
I made you happy once, too, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
All right. I'll go. I'll be in touch with Grandma.
Honey, do you know where the string is? Kate's tying up some flowers. Jenny, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Barrett was here.
Barrett? When?
Just now.
Why? What did he want?
He read about our wedding in the paper, and he came to stop it.
Where is he, huh?
He's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna have Harley check with the highway patrol.
No, Ryan! No, he won't be back, I'm sure.
From what you've told me, I could practically guarantee you that your darling Dennis was responsible for slipping those stills under your door.
I don't think so, Peter.
Why not? You don't think your beloved ex-husband is capable of a thing like that?
No, I don't.
Then I'm afraid you don't know him any better than you know me. Beneath that boyish exterior, your darling Dennis is capable of some pretty nasty actions.
Where would Dennis have gotten the photographs in the first place? Every copy is being held as evidence.
Well, if it meant his breaking into the DA's office and stealing them, then I don't think Dennis could have pulled it off. He hasn't got the guts for that sort of thing.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sorry I wasn't with you.
I'm glad you weren't with me. It would have turned into a free-for-all.
I should have gone after him. I would have wrapped him around the nearest tree.
Ryan.
I'm sorry. I just wanted the day to be so happy.
Well, it will be now. Guess who's coming to our wedding in a helicopter?
Well, now, there then. That's just got to be Rena, right?
I hope she doesn't blow the tent over at that thing.
Why don't you just drive out here like everybody else?
Well, she told me she had 1,000 things to do in town, and she just didn't want to be late.
I love you. Well, I guess we better go get ready for the ceremony, huh?
Vicky!
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Vicky.
Ryan.
Hi, TJ.
We saw the tent, and it's lovely.
Oh, good. Where's Stryker?
He had to be in court this morning, but don't worry. He'll be here in plenty of time to give you away.
Where's Rena?
Here she comes now.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
You're not supposed to see the bride before the wedding.
Well, I guess it's too late.
How are you?
I'm fine, just fine.
Oh.
Well, where do you think the photos came from? I mean, the district attorney had the only copies.
Yes, he does. I just came from his office. All of the evidence from your trial is still in his files.
Well, if that's the case,
Dennis,
then
the night you spoke to Chris Shaw, did he mention the existence of any copies of the film or the publicity stills?
No. As a matter of fact, when he was blackmailing Mom, he assured her that he had the only print.
Yeah, but his word wasn't worth much.
He was obviously lying.
Yes, but as far as you know personally, there aren't any copies of the film.
Mm-hmm. If there are, I haven't seen them. I imagine all this is very upsetting to Paige.
Very. But you can hardly blame her.
No. Although she did bring it on herself, I still hate to see her go through all of this.
The thing that baffles me is what motive there could be.
Dad, it was obviously the work of a very sick person.
Yes, but who?
Someone from Paige's past?
Well, Dennis, I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help, Dad, but if I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'll probably see you later at the office.
Right.
So long.
Annie, you look so beautiful. I'm so nervous. So do you.
Oh, Daddy is here.
Oh, great.
Jimmy, there's so much I wanted to tell you.
I know that, honey. I already know what you're going to say.
We'll always be friends, won't we?
Forever. You better do me a favor and not cry at that ceremony. I'll wring your neck. I mean it.
You know
It's
me,
turning
don't
already.
you?
I can't believe it.
Hello,
Stryker,
ladies.
hi.
Jenny, I couldn't be more proud today. I appreciate you asking me to stand in for your father.
Stryker, you and Rena and Vicky are just like a second family to me.
I have a little gift for you.
Oh, Stryker.
Daddy.
It's beautiful.
Wear it in good health and happiness.
Thank you so much.
May I help you?
Oh,
Yes.
great. Okay.
You got it?
I think so.
Well, Kate, you look pretty enough to be a bride yourself today.
Oh, thank you.
I
Father Bascom.
Well, hello, young man.
Where's the ring?
Ryan still has. I don't know where he is.
Oh, here he comes now.
I think weddings are so beautiful. They always make me cry.
Well, listen, you're going to go some to match Wanda. I always bring some extra tissues. Mother here cries happy better than anyone in this county.
Oh, isn't he the handsomest man?
Oh. TJ, I want you to meet my best man.
It's quite an honor to be a best man.
Yeah, I guess.
You're not nervous, are you, honey?
No, ma'am. I need the ring, though.
Oh, wow, almost forgot it. Okay, here you go, cowboy.
Well, I guess I'm ready then.
Listen, is Stryker here?
Yes, he just arrived. He went up to get Jenny.
Well, I guess we better get to our places, huh? Come on.
I called your office several times. Becky said you weren't in. Now, I didn't know whether you were avoiding me or...
No, I really wasn't there.
I wanted to apologize, Ashley. I'd like to try and make up for the terrible mistake I made. Well, I never intended to tell anyone our secret. I don't know how it happened, but I am truly sorry. Now, if there was some way that I could make it up to you... Oh... Did Rena tell Justin you lied about being pregnant?
Oh, yes, she did. But that really doesn't matter anymore. Because I am pregnant.
You are?
Isn't that something?
Honey, I am so happy for you. Oh, we will have a wonderful time shopping for the nursery. Oh, what's wrong?
I knew the whole time that Justin married me because of the child, not because he loved me. But I'm willing to live with that.
Justin does love you. At least as much as he will ever love anyone, even Rena.
Maybe. Rena's out to destroy Justin.
Yes, I know.
Mrs. Wheeler, I need your help. There's not any way that Justin and I can fight her all alone.
Well, Rena's going through a difficult time now. I understand because I've been through it myself. Perhaps I can be of help to all of you. You know, you seem different somehow, changed.
Well, I'm gonna be a mama. That changes people, doesn't it?
Yes, but that's not it. You should be happy, but you're not.
I've gone through a lot today.
You've lost your trust in me, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, sweetheart. I made a terrible mistake, and I know it hurt you deeply. But you must believe that I care about you, Ashley. I'll never betray you again. I promise you that. And if you could give me another chance to earn your trust, I would be very, very grateful.
Thank you. Thank you for forgiving me. Oh, I went shopping today. This is for you.
Just...
I know, I shouldn't have. But I wanted to start fresh, Ashley. What better way than with diamonds?
Well, they say they're a girl's best friend. They're beautiful.
Ashley, I want to be your best friend. I want to be your husband, your lover, your best friend.
And the father of my child.
And the father of our child. Here's to a new beginning.
Ryan, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Virginia, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live after God's ordinance and the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Who giveth this woman to be married to this man? Ryan, please repeat after me. I, Ryan, take thee, Virginia, to my wedded wife.
I, Ryan, take thee, Virginia, to my wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
To love and to cherish till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
Now, Virginia, repeat after me. I, Virginia, take thee, Ryan, to my wedded husband.
I, Virginia, take thee, Ryan, to my wedded husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
To love and to cherish till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
The rings? Bless, O Lord, these rings, that they who give them and they who wear them may abide in thy peace and continue in thy favor until their life's end. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
With this ring I thee wed, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
With this ring I thee wed, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Let us pray.
I was so hoping that you'd learn something from the district attorney. That's why I thought you were gone so long.
No, I made another stop on the way back. I went by to talk to Dennis.
What did he say?
Very little. He was concerned that someone was harassing you. Genuinely concerned.
You didn't... accuse him, Elliot. You didn't tell him that I thought...
No, of course not. I just asked if Chris Shaw had mentioned the existence of any copies of the film.
And?
Well, he said that Chris Shaw assured him that that was the only print.
I don't understand this, Elliot. Why is someone doing this to me?
I'm sorry, Paige, but at the moment I just don't have an answer for that.
What if Nita had opened up that envelope? What if a workman had opened it?
Paige. Please, let's try to be optimistic about this, huh? Now, as far as we know, we have the only copies of these photographs. And the only copy of the film is on file at the district attorney's office.
This is what I deserve, Elliot. This is what I get for being a fool.
Paige, there's no point in castigating
How could I have
yourself
been
over
so
something.
naive? How could I have let Peter talk me into making that film?
You were in love, Paige.
Oh, I wasn't in love with it. Wasn't in love with Peter. It was... I don't know. It was like I was hypnotized. I would have done anything.
So...
No, it isn't. This mistake is real. It's now. It's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Everywhere I go, I will live in fear of someone finding out about that film.
Paige, please don't do this.
Maybe it's someone who's trying to keep me from opening up the boutique.
Well, why would anyone do that?
Someone who wants me out of Houston. Could it be Iris?
No. Iris has done some pretty desperate things in the time I've known her, but I don't think even Iris would stoop to something this low. In fact, I rather think she'd go a long way to avoid this sort of thing.
That special delivery was just a taste of what's to come. Paige, with Mom's help, I'm going to make you Houston's biggest celebrity.
You may rise and kiss the bride.
Let's cut the cake.
All right.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
All right.
Wouldn't have missed it. Wouldn't have missed it. Hey, it was so beautiful. Wonderful.
Oh. You're not serious.
You certainly look beautiful, Rena.
Thank you. Excuse me?
Thank you, Kate.
Stephen Marshall? I bet your mommy wouldn't mind if you took off that tie now.
I hate ties.
I know. So did Max. Let me help you. What would you say if I came out here while your mama and Ryan were on their honeymoon and I took you horseback riding?
Okay.
Hey. Want to tell me what's wrong?
I don't want to move into town.
Don't you want to live with your mama?
Not in town.
Well, she can't stay here, honey. Uncle Justin and Ashley are staying out here. You know that.
I know.
Look, Uncle Justin won't be able to drill for oil out here. Maybe he'll just get bored and move back into town.
If he does, can Mom come back here to live?
Yep.
You really think that's going to happen?
Anything's possible. It's worth wishing for, isn't it?
I guess so.
Hey, where's your camera? Aren't you going to take pictures?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I left it up in the
Well, you better go and get it.
Okay.
Hurry up. I'll miss you.
So we're going to be staying at the Bellmans in Acapulco and have a pool there and lots of privacy.
Who is that handsome man over there? That's T.J. Canfield. He works for my father.
TJ, Are you happy to be back in Houston again?
Yes, I think so.
Happy enough to stay?
Well, that all depends on Stryker.
Kate, you make a marvelous hostess. You know, I have to leave early. I have to be in Washington first thing in the morning. So I'm going to kiss the bride goodbye. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Stryker.
Good luck, Jenny.
Oh, Stryker, thank you so much.
I have to take off, but I wish you both the best of everything.
Well, Vicki explained it to us, so we understand.
Can't you wait until they cut the cake, Daddy?
Oh, yes, Stryker, please. We'll cut it now. Where's Stephen?
Oh, he went to the house to get his camera. He'll be back in a minute.
Dad!
Hello, son.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Aren't you glad to see me?
I missed you, son.
I
Missed you very much.
I missed you too, Dad.
Now, let me look at you. Well, I don't believe you've changed all that much.
I grew a little.
Yeah. You know, last time I was here, when Max died, you were away at camp.
I know. Mom got married to Ryan this afternoon.
Yes, I know.
When I come back from their honeymoon, I'm gonna have to go live with them in Houston.
Would you rather come live with me?
Well, I don't think Mom will let me.
Oh, no, that's where you're wrong. Your mother wouldn't mind a bit. In fact, it's what she wants. She wrote a letter to me this week. I think you should read it.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
I guess you won't be needing me very much longer, will you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you won't be needing a live-in nurse once you've recovered.
No. No, I guess you're right. You'd never believe what great pleasure it's given me to have you here with me, help me.
The pleasure has been all mine, believe me. You've been a model patient. I almost regret having to go back to the hospital and all the problems I have there. Well, judging from the way you're dressed, I guess I don't have to remind you about your checkup at the hospital today.
No, you don't, actually. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, why?
Because after the examination, I have an appointment with the chief of staff. What's his name, Dr. Berger?
About what?
The Drug Rehabilitation Clinic.
You're going ahead with the clinic, then?
Definitely. I'm going to talk to him about raising the money for it, about naming it after Jamie.
Mac, do you really think it's such a good idea to name it the James Frame Drug Rehabilitation Clinic?
What do you mean?
Well, I just really don't think that's the thing to do for Jamie right now. I think naming it after him could be a big mistake.
You ready to go? Guess there's not much we can say to each other, is there?
Guess not. At least not now, anyway. Well, I guess I'll go out and wait for the cab. Rick.
What?
Does it have to be this way?
I guess it does. We've been over it. There isn't anything I can do to change your mind, is there?
It's something that's really important in my career. Besides, Russ really wants me to do it. I don't really see there's any other choice.
We've got nothing to talk about. That's your cab. You better go.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yes? Yes. Yes, Mr. Lawrence, what is it? What? When? Wait a minute! What hospital? All right, yes, I'll tell her. And we'll be on the first plane that we can get. Thank you for... Oh, Dad, please don't die. Something wrong?
Well, I don't know for sure.
Well, what do you mean, Cecile?
Well, Brian's secretary called me at home this morning, and she said that Brian wanted to see me.
Now, what about?
I don't know. She didn't say. She just said that Brian wanted to see me as soon as I got into the complex.
Well, maybe it's about Jamie.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Well, there's no reason to be worried, Cecile. If you go talk to Brian, I'm sure he'll tell you what's happening.
You think so?
Well, of course. Now, look, I tell you what. Why don't you go talk to Brian and then call me here afterwards? I'll be here all day.
Okay, I'll do that. I hope I didn't bother you, Sam.
No, it's no trouble at all, sweetheart. Jason Dunlap of Bay City testified today in the sensational trial of Ilsa Fredericks, alleged underworld figure based in Las Vegas. According to Dunlap's testimony, he was involved with Ms. Fredericks in the death of singer Tracy Merrill. Dunlap admitted to having strong feelings for Miss Merrill, who died in the car explosion meant for her husband. Dunlap has been given immunity in exchange for his testimony implicating Ms. Fredericks.
Another world. This
big mistake. Why?
If you name the clinic after Jamie, it's the same as telling the whole world that Jamie had a drug problem.
Yes, but he's overcome those problems.
Has he?
Well, of course he has, especially after he was released from the detoxification unit.
But I think there's something you're not considering, Mac.
What's that?
Well, has Jamie overcome all the pressures and the problems that led him to the drug problem, or has he just not had to deal with them lately?
I don't think I understand what you're getting at.
By naming the clinic after Jamie, you're creating a constant reminder of his own inability to cope.
Good heavens, I never meant for anything like that to happen.
Oh, I know you didn't. So perhaps you should discuss this with Jamie. Or have you already?
No, I haven't. Seems like every time we see each other nowadays, we wind up arguing. Nothing gets said, except things we regret having said later.
Mac, I think it's only because Jamie's going through some problems with his marriage that he's acting like this. But it'll pass soon. You have to know that.
I just wish there was some way I could help. Some way of getting Jamie and Cecile back together.
Maybe that's not going to be possible.
Anything's possible.
Well, maybe they're not supposed to get back together. You have to consider that possibility.
Do you know something you're not telling me?
No, Mac, I don't. I'm just acting the devil's advocate.
So what you're really saying is I should keep my nose out of Cecile and Jamie's problems, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I am. I really think this is something that time will take care of. And, you just have to be patient and not be the controlling Matt Corey that you're used to being. Let what happens happen.
Problems, problems, problems. Well, I know what I want to let happen right now.
What's that?
Something very happy.
Hello, Brian.
Hello,
You
Cecile.
wanted to talk to me?
Yes, come on in. Have a seat, please.
Brian, you've spoken to Jamie, is that right?
Yes, I have. And I want you to know, Cecile, how sorry I am about what's happening.
Why, what did he say?
He wants a divorce.
Oh, Brian. I just knew that's why you wanted to see me. I just don't understand what's happening with me and Jamie. I love him so much.
Well, I'm sure this is very difficult for you. But I do need to know if you're contesting the divorce.
No. Not if that's what Jamie wants.
Well, Jamie wants it to be a 90-day divorce.
What's that?
Well, if both parties agree to the divorce, the papers will be filed and presented to the court. Within 90 days, the divorce will be granted. Is that acceptable to you?
Yes, of course.
Now, Jamie wants you to have everything.
Everything? Jamie's willing to do that for me?
Yes. He wants you to have all the monies in the various bank accounts.
Oh, and what about the car? We owe a lot of money on the car.
Well, he's making arrangements to continue the payments.
Is that, something like alimony?
Not exactly. But Jamie is willing to pay you alimony, a fixed amount each month, until you remarry. If you do remarry, should you request it.
I see. Why is Jamie being so kind to me, Brian?
Well, Jamie wants to be fair. He doesn't want you to suffer as a result of this. However, there is one thing he wants to stipulate.
What's that?
Jamie is asked to keep the cabin.
The cabin? Oh, Brian, the cabin means so much to me.
Well, it means a great deal to Jamie, too. He spent a lot of his childhood in that cabin. He has a lot of happy memories there.
Well, I have a lot of happy memories there, too. I mean, after all, it was a wedding present from Mac to Jamie and me.
Cecile, I think that Jamie is really being more than generous in this settlement.
Oh, Brian, I think so, too, of course. I mean, I'm not arguing that. It's just that the cabin has such sentimental value. But if it's very important to Jamie, I mean, if he really wants the cabin, there is possibly one thing that we could do.
What's that?
Well, legally, the cabin belongs to both of us, right? But if Jamie is willing to do this, well, he might want to purchase my share of the equity in the place. Do you think that could be done?
Well, I'll have to talk to him about it.
Good. I mean, I know that he loves the cabin, but I don't think I should just give it away, do you?
I'll get back to you with his answer.
Thank you, Brian. Well, is that all?
Yes. I'm having the papers drawn up now. You should be able to get them in a couple of days.
Brian, isn't there any way for me to stop this whole thing?
Honestly? No, Cecile. I think Jamie's mind is made up. He really wants this divorce.
In here. I've been looking all over for you.
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
Well, I gotta give him an answer about that hockey offer by Monday. So we gotta talk.
Yeah, I know. Means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It's something I've always wanted to do.
Oh, can I understand that? See, right now, I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do, too.
I mean, here at Corey.
Yeah. I really don't want to leave, Lee. This is just the beginning of what I want to do. Can you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand it. Maybe if I hang around the rink, eventually I'd be able to get on the Bay City Blues.
You mean you wouldn't go if I don't go?
I don't want to leave without you. I love you, Sally.
Why do you make things so difficult? Because I love you, too. But, listen. You've got to live your dreams. I don't want you to give them up. I mean that, okay?
What else can you do?
Well, you know what? Danny said something to me that made a lot of sense.
Danny, what does he have to do with any of this?
Lee, Danny got you the job with the Madison Blazers.
What are you talking about?
Well, I guess he knew somebody and he put a good word in for you.
No.
Wait a minute. There's
No.
nothing wrong with that.
No!
Oh, Lee, come on. There's nothing wrong with that if it's what you want.
I wanted to get it on my own. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, well, I think he just did what he thought was best for you.
Didn't. Well, I just won't take the offer. Not under these terms.
Oh, great. That's a real smart move, yeah. Cutting off your nose to spite your face. You know, I don't see what's wrong with it if he can get you in there.
It's because I'd never be able to feel it was something I had done.
Okay, so Denny got you the job. But you're the one that has to prove yourself. Why don't you go and prove you can keep it? Because he can't do that for you, can he?
No, I guess you can't.
No, he can't. And Lee, I know you can do it. And you know, what he said to me made a lot of sense.
What was that?
Well, he said that he thinks you should go to Madison and play hockey and that I should stay here and continue working at Corey.
Wonderful. Sounds exactly like something Danny would say.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen. It really does make sense. You know why? Because he even told me that the hockey season isn't that long, so when you have time, you can come back to Bay City.
Maybe I could come back once in a while.
Well, sure you can. You know, he even reassured me about what was bothering me.
What was that?
Well, I was kind of worried about what was going to happen. I didn't know what being separated from each other was going to do to us.
What did he say about that?
Well, he said that nothing would happen. Well, not if we loved each other. You do love me, don't you?
I said I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you said it. But I still think there's something that's bothering me.
I'm just wondering what Denny's really up to, Sally, that's all.
Now, what was so important that you
Why don't you
couldn't
just
talk
sit down?
on
I want to
the
talk
phone?
to you.
Okay, I'm sitting. Now, what are you being so mysterious about?
I got a phone call a little while ago
Uh-huh, from whom?
from Mr. Lawrence.
Dad's lawyer? What'd he want?
It's Dad.
Dad?
He's been taken to the hospital. He's very ill.
What happened? What's wrong with him?
They're not sure. He just collapsed in his office last night.
Collapsed? He's very... How ill? Could he die?
Yes, it is possible. At least that's what Mr. Lawrence said.
Never stops, does it? We've got to go to Philadelphia.
I know that. All the arrangements are made. We're going to him.
When?
Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Now, I handle it with my usual aplomb.
What'd you do?
Oh, old Rick Holloway, who never was close to his father, got off the phone and broke down.
Oh, Rick. Oh.
You know what really upsets me
What?
is that he may leave us. See, and he might die, and I'll always remember that I never knew him.
I think you're wrong, Rick. Dad loves you a great deal. And no matter what was wrong, the past, I know you love him too. I think you both just expect too much from each other.
I know. It's just that I just want to get there in time to tell him that I understand.
Rick, I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure of it.
Jamie, I spoke to Cecile this morning about the divorce arrangements.
Did she accept the terms?
Well, she seemed very surprised that you were being so generous.
I'm sure she was.
However, there is one minor problem.
What is it?
On the matter of the cabin.
What about it?
She said she has a great sentimental attachment to the cabin because Mac gave it to both of you as a wedding gift.
And?
Well, she'd be willing, however, to concede the cabin to you if you would pay her for her fair share of the value of the property.
Well, fine. Do whatever you have to do. It doesn't make any difference to me anymore. I just want the matter settled.
Okay, Jamie.
Now, I just wanted to make sure, Brian, that in the short time you've been working here, you've been able to familiarize yourself with what Mac and I do.
Oh, yes. I've had a crash course in managing a publishing company. You know, I always thought handling Mac's legal affairs was difficult, but...
Well, we have good department heads in all the departments, so if everything runs smoothly, I think everything will be all right. At least for a while.
Jamie,
Excuse me. Here's the coffee, Jamie. Brian, I hope I didn't make it too strong.
Thank you, Liz.
Well, I just wish someone would tell me what is happening. Everybody is shuffled around, different offices, different assignments. They're asking me all the questions. I know absolutely nothing about it.
Liz, thank you very much. Just calm down. I think we'll have that all settled this afternoon.
Well, thank heavens. I was just about to go crazy, you know.
I'll talk to you later, Liz. Well, if you have nothing else to discuss, I do have some work to do. I've lost a lot of time already today.
Jamie, I think we should talk.
Not now, Brian. I can't.
All right. But soon.
We'll see each other again.
Daily Ledger, Philip Lyon's office.
Sandy, is that you?
Cecile, something wrong?
Oh, well, I talked with Brian.
Yeah, right. How'd it go?
Well, not very well. He discussed what Jamie plans to do.
Listen, are you all right, Cecile?
No, I'm not. I'm all alone, and I'm feeling depressed, and I don't know which way to turn.
Look, as soon as I can get away from here, I'll come over. Where are you now?
I'm at home at the penthouse.
Okay, listen, I'll see you soon. Can you wait for me, babe?
Yeah. Thank you, Sandy. Bye.
Hey, Joan, come by, see if you're all right. Hey, kid, how you doing? You all right?
I'm better now that you're here. My father might be dying, Joey.
Yeah, I know. Rick told me.
We have to go to Philadelphia.
I figured that. You want me to go with you?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I really wish I could help you, Hannah.
Just being here, means a lot. There's nothing you can do. Not this time. It makes me awful sad.
What?
My father may not live to see us married again. He may not know that this time we're going to make it work.
Look, why don't you take her home? Give her these.
What is that?
It's just a mild sedative. It'll help you sleep. We may be in for some rough days ahead.
Well, you're not going to take one of these, are you?
No, you know how I feel about pills.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel, and I want to know how you're going to get through these next few days.
I'll manage.
Rick, will you please stop being so noble?
I'm not being noble. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
And how come you don't sound fine?
Look, will you get her out of here? She's going to do more to get on my nerves than anyone. Come on.
Rick, please, I don't think you should be alone. Would you please come home with me? I have an extra bedroom. I can take care of you.
Please.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
I'll be fine if you'll let me alone.
Kid, come on. The man wants to be alone. Let's
I've
go.
noticed. I just want to know
Kid.
why.
I need to spend some time alone. Okay?
I'm sure that's all it is.
You want to know Thin Blood?
Okay. I'm going. I love you. See you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Is it true?
Is what true?
Don't play your clever little games with me, Danny. Just answer me. Is it true that you arranged for me to get that offer from the Madison Blazers?
I talked to the coach.
Why? Why'd you do it?
I knew him. I knew he was looking for good people. So I just reminded him that you were still available.
I suppose you didn't think I could make it without your help, huh?
Could you?
Well, of course not, Danny. I didn't even know they were starting a team in Madison.
That's just my point. I did know. So I just mentioned to him that your name.
Yeah, but you didn't think I could make it without your help. Is that right?
Maybe.
Well, here's something else. You know that?
You're forgetting one thing, Lee.
I doubt it.
I can recommend you for a team. But once you're hired, you're on your own. I can't play hockey for you. You've got the talent.
I think you can make it.
That's what Sally said.
She's right.
You think so?
I wouldn't have recommended you if I didn't think so.
I'm really trying to believe you, Denny.
But you don't. And I can understand that. I've done some pretty rotten things to you in the past.
Who am I talking to? I thought I was talking to Denny. You Denny?
I've grown up too, Lee.
So you're just trying to help me get on that team?
Lee, I think you're a very good hockey player. That's why I tried to get you on the team.
It had nothing to do with Sally, Denny?
I don't think it would do you two any harm to be apart for a while. You need some time apart.
That's what I thought.
So what's wrong with that? You need some time apart to think about the kind of major commitment
Denny,
you get...
This is between Sally and me. We don't need anybody's interference, especially yours.
So that's the bottom line, huh? That's the bottom line. You're not going to accept this offer.
I don't know. Sally and I will have to discuss it. But it doesn't concern you. And if you really care for me as much as you say you do, you'll stay out of it this time, pal.
Liz, here's the list of office assignments you were asking for.
Oh, now do you want me to type it and make copies for everyone?
No, I just think a personal letter to everybody who's being moved would be better, and then a general copy to the entire office.
Okay, now wait and see if I can read it. You know what your handwriting is.
Yeah, I've had a few complaints.
Well, it's not that bad for a lefty with a bad finger. Now, let's see. You say here, 207. Pat goes into that. That's Cecile's old office. And Cecile goes into Pat's old office. And Sally moves into your old office. Sure. Diane, Felice, Edgar, they stay right where they are. Brian Bancroft is going to Mac Corey's office. When Mac comes back, Brian goes back to his office downtown.
Right, clear enough?
Well, yes, I can read it. But, Jamie.
Yeah.
What about you? There isn't any office here for you.
Hi.
Oh, Jason.
Hi.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. No, not really, I guess. It was awful, Melissa. I had no idea it'd be like that. It was like, I don't know, like being in a fishbowl with everybody looking at you. Reporters everywhere asking all kinds of questions.
No. It came in over the news service over at the Ledger.
You mean it's already in the Ledger?
No, I don't even know if Philip's going to run it. It just Sandy told me.
Look, Melissa, I was seriously thinking of not coming back, especially when I heard about all the publicity that this was getting. I shouldn't have come back.
No. Oh, I'm so glad that you did. Oh. Because if you didn't, I was going to go right after you.
You know, during the whole testimony, I could only think about one thing and one thing only.
What?
Russ Matthews. What was going to happen when he read about it or when he saw it on TV?
Please. You can't think about that now. You can't.
What do you mean I can't think about it? What are you saying? You know, have any idea what Russ Matthews is going to do to me when he finds out? And I can't blame him. What can I say? I'm sorry? Hey, I'm sorry, Russ, baby. I killed your wife. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, that is not what you're going to say. You're going to go there and you are going to explain the truth to him. You're going to tell him that it was Ilsa who tried to arrange the whole thing and how you tried to stop her.
No, it's not going to do any good. It's not going to bring Tracy back.
Jason, please. Just try not to think about it now, please.
I wish I could turn off my mind and not think at all. But I can't. I just can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, my God. I didn't hear you come out of that office.
I guess you didn't. Could you please messenger this first thing Monday morning?
Oh, sure. Rachel Davis? To your mother?
Yes.
Oh, well, I could messenger it over to her right now. It's not too late today. I mean, you could get to her tonight if it's that important. I mean, I know you're staying there.
No, I'd really prefer if you messenger it first thing Monday morning.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
I mean, I'd never make those kind of demands on Jamie. I'd never ask for the things that he's giving me. I mean, the only thing that I might really want is maybe the cabin.
The cabin?
Yes. It really means a lot to me. It was a wedding present from Mac to Jamie and me, and we just had so many happy times there.
Yeah, and some not so happy times, too.
Yeah. But it was where I first realized.
Realized what?
How much I cared for you. You were so strong and protective. I know it's probably wrong of me to say this, Sandy, but it's where I first realized how much I could love you. You're not angry at me for saying that, are you? I mean, I know how close you and Jamie are.
Were.
Then you're not angry.
Cecile, you must know. I care for you very much. And all this time I've had to hold back my feelings because of Jamie, because I didn't want to hurt Jamie or you. Now with all the things Jamie's done to you, Jamie's doing to you, I just don't know anymore. I just had some problems that I needed to talk over with someone. I shouldn't have called you. I know you have enough problems of your own.
Oh, I'm glad you called. Actually, I'm pretty flattered.
You sure you don't mind?
Hey, why should I mind? Listen, lately I've been running to you every time I've had a problem.
I know.
It's kind of nice to return a favor.
But there's a difference.
What? What's the difference?
The difference is that I'm a doctor and I'm supposed to deal with other people's problems.
Oh. I always thought friends were supposed to help other people's problems, too. Oh, do you need a medical degree to be a friend now? Or don't you?
No, I guess you don't. Wait.
Okay. Now you can tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's bothering you. Hey, I can't help you unless you tell me what it is. What's wrong?
Well, almost everything's wrong.
Like what? What is it?
It's just Marianne and I are having problems.
In what way?
We're fighting.
About what?
Just a lot of things.
Hey, come on. You can be straight with me.
It's just this Jamie thing.
Jamie? What does Jamie have to do with it?
He's just always around. When I turn my back, he's hanging on Marianne. And now that Jamie and Cecile are getting a divorce...
Jamie and Cecile are getting a divorce?
You didn't know that?
No. How did that happen?
It happened during the hostage thing. And now that they're separated, I just wonder what's going to happen to my marriage.
Well, is Marianne in love with Jamie?
She says she's not.
But you don't believe her.
I don't know.
She married you, Rick.
I know, but marriage is not necessarily a permanent condition. And Jamie was not
really available when we got married.
I don't think you're being very fair to Marianne.
Aren't I?
No. She loves you, Rick, very, very much.
If she loves me so much, why did she go away?
Go away? Where'd she go?
To the ECU seminar.
Rick, that's part of her work, isn't it?
It's just that I need her right now. I need her very much.
Rick, what is it? What's wrong?
It's my father.
What about your father?
I just found...
What? What'd you find out?
I found out that he's very ill. That he might die.
Oh, Rick, I'm sorry.
I just wish my wife was here. I need my wife to be here.
You're not saying you care for me because Jamie's left me.
No, it's not that.
Sandy, I couldn't stand that if you were. I mean, if you were saying these things because you felt sorry or you pitied me.
Cecile, do you remember that night on the beach in Santa Monica? I wanted to make love to you then. I knew it was wrong, but I wanted to. And I told you that I would never pressure you. That I would never put you in a position of having to choose between Jamie or me. I loved you then. I love you now.
Each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.